The best in the business gather around the table for the ultimate poker match. Tonight it's the rugby players exchanging the pitch for the poker table, and they're not afraid to get dirty. These team players go it alone for a seat at that final table and a piece of the £71,000 prize pool.
Welcome to London town. There's a tidy game of poker going down in the East End tonight. It's the real deal. Cash on the table, loads of spondoolies. We ain't playing for tiddlywinks. You've got to have a whole lot of nerve for this game. Someone's taking home muchos mola. So get your readies out and let's get tonight's players in. It's Brad Drew in seat 1. This rugby geezer plays for Wakefield Trinity Wildcats. The lads call him Mini-Me, but don't be fooled, he's got the balls to take this all the way. In seat 2, Austin Ozili. He has 51 caps for England and 2 Lion Tours. He's a little pocket rocket who just loves to bluff. Can you Adam and Eve? We have a fresh player in the gaff, and it's the P. He's a top bloke in the rugby league, plays for Leeds Rhino, so he could be charging into this one. Jamie Peacock takes seat 3. Tom Voice, he scored tries for Blighty and Ruck with the Wasps, but don't be fooled by those winks and grins. He has a sting in his tail and wants to take this one down. In seat 5 is Robbie Paul. This Kiwi's a top-notch bloke. He was Bradford Bulls captain and has 30 caps for New Zealand. He'll be trying for man of the match tonight. Matt Dawson, a dancer, a cook, a rugby union player. He's picked up the World Cup and taken a premiership title. This geezer can do it all. But has he got what it takes at this poker table?
This is the PartyPoker.com Sports Stars Challenge 3, where some of the top sportsmen in the world play poker against their peers for a seat at that coveted final table. We've seen some great matches so far. The dartsmen, the cricketers, and joining me, someone who's playing, commentating, and now playing at the final table, Steve Davis. Well done last time, Steve.
Yeah, thank you very much. You need a bit of luck, but it's also an enjoyable experience, and you've got to play some poker as well.
Tonight, the rugby players take to the table. What do you expect from that?
Banter and more banter. Last year they were the most entertaining heat by far, I think, but good poker as well. Matt Dawson and many of the players, Brad Drew who got through as well, fantastic standard, but they enjoy themselves. It's not all serious stuff.
No, they give no quarter to each other. Now there's 3 union players, there's 3 league players. Is there any rivalry there?
I think there probably is a little bit, but really I think they're probably representing themselves more so. But I don't think any player would like to be ganged up upon by 3 of the opposing discipline.
A couple of these guys have had success here before, but Matt Dawson, he's played poker on TV a few times. This must be the only thing he hasn't won at.
That's right. I mean, cooking, dancing, but not poker. But he's in the shadow of the great Austin Healey, who actually has done very well as a poker player, winning Poker Million heats and also playing and representing himself very well in the cash game, the 24-hour cash game at the Poker Den, and against the top players. So I think he's the player with the most experience. It's just whether he can keep his mind on the job.
Well, let's get over to the scrub and see who can convert.
Rugby lads play a hard game, but this one will be tough. There's no mugs round this table, and only one is getting a seat in at the final.
The rugby players have come to town. 3 union and 3 league on a side. And blind starting at 10 and 20 pounds. The sort of defending champion, man in form, is Brad Drew, who took it down for the league last year. And I believe that between Healey, Matt Dawson, and Tom Voice, who's new this year, the Sports Star Challenge, revenge is on their mind. Steve, what do you remember about the play of the rugby players last year?
The play was good and the banter was excellent. The usual suspects are here. Expect to see some decent poker, but fast and furious.
Speaking of fast and furious, Austin with the raise from the big blind, putting the pressure straight on Brad Drew.
They're moving in. It's only one move.
And he's already in trouble, Austin Healey. Slow down, Brad.
100.
I mean, if Brad Drew checks that, he's
Just
going
checking
to
if one of them
definitely
was a
get a bet
heart.
off Austin, isn't he?
Yes, Austin likes to play pretty fast and furious, but that would have slowed him down. Played pretty decently after the flop, but prepared to gamble before the flop, Austin Healy.
You're pretty good, aren't you? Strong.
I'll show you one this year, mate.
Hey?
First thing, I'll show you one.
All right, I'll stack. There you go.
He's definitely showing him the deuce. You know he's showing him the deuce.
Good.
That was set in stone there, as is Brad Drew.
He has his spectators joining in the game when they're not even playing. Notice that? You see that with Dawes quite a lot. Not involved, but you still hear him. It's like the sound of that machine. Constant. Constant. Dawson.
They have great rivalry here.
Blue cards. The mighty Blues.
Well, perhaps he doesn't want to wind him up too much. He's going
That's what
to be his button.
Pass. Pass. Pass.
60.
Raise to 60 total.
Another ace.
Blazing.
Austin won't be able to...
Taking the
This gets big.
Raise.
Austin's come to play.
Money back.
To 160 total.
He
Down
always
to about
comes.
600 now.
He always comes to play, doesn't he?
Pass. 100
He
call.
won't back down. Not this lad.
Call.
And if Healy hits this flop, or if Drew misses, it's Austin's, isn't it?
I tend to think so. Oh well, Drew's in form. Now will he check?
Check.
Check.
Check behind?
150.
Oh,
150.
same pattern really, but Austin's going to be walking out the door very quickly if he's not careful. Unless he can get him off the hand.
Little man syndrome.
Somewhere between never and in a million years.
Three stacks.
Well, it's suicidal, but it may get through.
The two former champions.
It's gotta go.
Yeah, they are two former champions. Healy won this 2 years ago. He is actually a former
Made that deal,
champion.
didn't we?
What a shout.
What's going on? It's the second. The blinds are only 10-20. How can it get this big?
I mean, I think
It shouldn't be.
after Brad Drew showed him the deuce last hand, Austin just drew a line in the sand.
Call.
And, I mean, this is the beauty of Austin Healy, but also the
Ace. 8.
trouble.
Oh, dear. Oh, what a shame.
Leinster! How long have you been here for? Cheers.
Hold on. The best in here. Give me a bad beat. I'll get a bad beat.
That's it.
A wing and a prayer
See you
now.
later.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, guys. All the best. Enjoy the game. Thanks for keeping me waiting.
Glad you got lights.
Cheers.
The pre-match interviews,
Okay.
That's a big call, that, Drew.
travelling to the venue
Last
Hey.
for two hands.
10 from the first bet.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
still
you're
want me
right,
to
but
count or?
Bish and bash.
Well, he's got more.
What's he doing?
I knew he'd try and bully me.
It's going to be a very quick game.
We all watched him last year, for God's sake.
I don't even...
2 grand start for Brad Drew.
I got 1 hour already.
We've actually just been there.
Do you want me to move just been there.
I'm not disappointed to be out. I'm disappointed that I didn't get any of Dawson's money first, because I'm pretty sure he'd have come in here before and started spouting off, pretty much like I did, to run our ongoing battle of competitiveness. And good luck to the lad. Just the problem was, as I sat down, I was fine sitting in the seat, and then Dawes sat down on the end, and there was a light shining just off the top of his head, and it was getting right in my eyes and giving me a bit of a migraine. So I just had to go, really. I couldn't put up with it anymore.